There we go. I don't know why that was so difficult. It really did not want to go live. Eh, oh, I didn't turn on the lights. That would make a difference. There we go. Now there's some light. All right. Join. Something to listen to here. There we go. As I just throw my phone wherever. All right. Well, I am still working on the Pokemon Center. I need a 2x4. 2x4. Oh, I already did that. Now I need a tan. Tan. There we go. There we go. So these go right there. This obnoxiously large book. And a 1x3 white. There we go. 1x3. This book is just obnoxiously big. Large white. There we go. I am a large white. I'm trying to take care of the large. Should not be as quite as large. All right. White little long shoe things. Should have one more around here somewhere. Should have one more around here somewhere. I think Leaf Kitty wants to be on the video. Probably Squirtle and Pikachu also. We can put Fire Kitty right there. Okay, I need one more white long thing. Is this going to be one of those days where I can't find anything? Where is it? Why don't I see it? I have one. Come on. Weird little white thing. Where are you? Yeah, it says I need two of them. And I know I had two of them when I took this thing apart. Uh, where is this thing? Well, I can't be missing the thing. Well, this just doesn't make any sense. I mean, I don't think I've been missing a piece this whole time. Hmm, maybe I need to just find something that will work. Just doesn't make sense because I just took this thing apart. Well, if I get a one, two, three, a 1x4, it should work. Or a 1x3. This will work. I will just make this work. All right. I need a orange thing, a this thing, and this. And I need to do that twice. Yeah, I hear from my unit soon. Okay. How does this go? Don't really understand it. I think like that. All right. Think that's how this goes. These pictures are kind of odd. Oh, man. Yeah, I had taken forever looking for this one video game. Finally got it. I hope it's good. The Macross, new Macross game. It's one of those comes out like every 20 years. Figure now the technology is pretty good to deal with the Valkyries. I'll play that a little bit tonight. Okay, where is this? Where is this triangle thing? Where is this triangle thing? Where is it? Gray triangle, gray triangle, gray triangle, gray triangle. Are all these pieces just disappearing on me? Gray triangle. Where are you, little gray triangle? Where are you? Where are you? Maybe there's some over in my storage. It's like there's just some pieces disappeared when I was taking it apart. And I kept everything organized while I was taking this apart. So I don't know what happened. You know, take a look at my storage. Here's one of the pieces. That one goes right there. Okay, that's just a normal triangle thing. Betting I got some of those extra. Two. There we go. Okay, and then that goes there. little orange blip thing, a little orange dot. Excuse me. 4x4. I think it's this piece. And yeah, this. All right, so they go together. And I did it upside down. And I think like this, maybe. There we go. And it goes inside. Yes. Yeah, 4x4. It doesn't fit. Two. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Hmm. It's acting like there's not enough room. But the pictures match. 1, 2, 3. Okay, it is. It's 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Okay. This is 2. All I can think of is that this needs to move over. Ah, I see what I did. I see what I did. Everything should be over one more. Yeah. Yeah. I had everything a little bit too close. So let's move everything. Let's move everything a little closer. There we go. 1, 2. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Now everything is fitting better. Okay, let's just make sure I got all the pieces right this time. There we go. Now things are right. Now things are all fitting correctly. All right. Green, a green square, but how big? 4 by 4. 4 by 4, yeah. Yeah, I must have lost a bunch of pieces to this over the moves. That's all that makes sense. Oh. All right, so I found a 4 by 4. It's not a green one, but it'll do. Well, it seems like that's the issue is I am missing a handful of pieces from the different moves. That's why this thing is not working properly. It makes sense now. It makes sense now. So I guess I'm kind of stuck right now. I'm going to have to do some digging for pieces and see what I can find missing pieces wise. I need to do some digging because I am stuck. I won't be able to get the mechanism working without this piece. That would be why the thing stopped working. Well, at least I understand it now. support.megabrands.com. So that's where I can order missing pieces for this. Let's take a look. Support. Dot. Ah, NE Mega brands.com. Safety alerts, power wheels, servers and parts. No, so this is Mattel. Somehow I didn't realize that. Um, let's look at this. This is really annoying. Okay, yeah, this is just a lot harder to order missing parts for Mega Blocks than it is for Legos. They are not making this easy. Mega Blocks. This is a lot harder. There's no just like parts order or anything like that. This is a lot more difficult. Let's try searching missing blocks. No, this is a lot more difficult. Of course, I have these part numbers for Mega Blocks. I wish there was like a translation to find it in Lego. Mega Blocks. This is kind of annoying. Um, H. Let's try HNT 93. Instruction sheets. Shop for parts, maybe? This is kind of annoying. This is like really, it's really not intuitive. Is not intuitive. Their missing blocks thing compared to Legos. And Lego's missing parts thing is very intuitive and easy to find. Mega Blocks, this thing is is making me annoyed. Hi, welcome. Sorry, I'm. Oh yeah, you can see my city here. My city is ever growing. I was just working on a Mega Blocks thing, this Pokemon Center, and I'm missing some parts. So I'm. Oh, thank you. All right, this Pokemon Center, I built it long time ago, but I've moved, and evidently I lost a critical part to it. So I was trying to find the missing parts in their order thing. Like Lego has the pick a brick, but Mega Bloks is making it very difficult. It's nowhere near as intuitive their site. So I'm thinking I'm just going to have to dig through the Lego page and order the parts that way whenever Lego starts doing pick a brick shipments again. Just hopefully soon. Yeah, see, this Pokemon Center is really neat. Um, it has a customer service counter here, and then this whole area here is where you can put a Pokeball in, and it goes into there, and it can turn around. But I've lost these parts after a move, so it's not working as well as it used to. Oh, I was working on this Pokemon Center by Mega Blocks, but I've lost a couple of the pieces after a move. So I think I'm going to switch over to building some Pokemon. I'm just going to have to order the missing parts, not through Mega Blocks, because their website is a pain. So I'm also working on these little Eevee sisters, as my little girl calls them. Y'all can see my whole city here. Yes. We have a Dreams Kitty right here. Uh, er, Over here we have a Dreams Rabbit. Just off stage right here is a Dreams little building. I forget what it was called, but it's a little um, kind of stable. Right here is a little cactus cat. Yeah, the whole city is of course around me, but the actual city proper stuff, the city proper buildings from the city sections are right here on stage left. Whereas each of our little tables here has its own little what it is. That little one has decided. We're not sure yet where Harry Potter is going to live because I just built this last week, and that was my first Harry Potter thing. And this is the room of requirements. This section right here is where she's going to have where she has most of her dream stuff, and over here is Pokemon World, along with the Red Rocket truck stop and some. Yeah, you can kind of see the tall neck from Horizon. It's a ever expanding city. Oh, yeah, I'm sure there's some really big Lego streamers. I basically just do this. Ooh, sorry, that's really loud. Um, to hopefully talk to some people about Lego stuff and kill some time. I'm looking for a civilian job. I'm still in the reserve, but haven't been able to find a civilian job for a little while. So it's just kind of you can only spend so long doing applications every day. So I'm gonna build Psy Kitty, as we call her. I only have this one and the room of requirements right now. Eventually, once I work again, I want to get some more of the Harry Potter stuff. But I got this one because it was on sale and it came with a couple of other things at the same time. And then we got these at a build and take thing that our one of the stores near us did. That was pretty fun. We got there right when the mall opened, and it was probably one of the first dozen people there. Yeah, I want to build some more of the Harry Potter stuff. I love the way that they're doing the castle and little sections, like this room of requirements thing. Um, I put a bunch of the people in here. So see, it opens up, but also the different sections you can see where they're all meant to connect to make the bigger castle. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a really cool idea. Them doing it that way, so you can just buy little sections at a time. I don't understand people mobbing famous people. I'm I don't think it's a huge thing. It's especially when you're there and there's no way you could talk to the person even if you want to get to know them. So back when I was a young man, I did audio video work. Um, and I mixed a couple of big bands. Um, got to know I met a lot of famous people back then. Nichelle Nichols, Lieutenant Uhura from the original Star Trek. Yeah, it's just no one's going to enjoy getting mobbed. You're not going to enjoy it because there's tons of people around. The person's not going to enjoy it. It's kind of scary. I've had to do security for some people before. It's a scary situation. Like Nichelle Nichols, she was one of the nicest people I've ever met in the world. Um, back when Apollo Smile was big, I met her. Um, mixed her show a couple times. Guar, a couple other bands I can't remember. Um, but you know, they're people. They're just famous. Yeah, I don't deal well with crowds anymore. I'm far too on edge in those crowds since I've been in the army for a long time now. Jeez, it's just pointless. You're not going to enjoy the you're not going to enjoy the interaction. Um, yeah, I helped Nichelle Nichols do a bunch of move her stuff around at con one year, and that was fun. She drew a couple crowds. So did Elvira. That was pretty cool talking to her. She's a very interesting person. Okay, what are these little ones that have a hole in them? But if you can actually say hi to the person, it's different. But man, just go up, meet them at the table when they're signing stuff. No, I don't see these little ones that have a. Here's the little thing that goes in, but there's supposed to be some little. Am I missing a piece? Is missing a little bag? Well, yeah, I love this Eevee set. 44 million people. I could not imagine. I don't understand. I mean, how are you going to interact with people like that? That's kind of the only reason I'm doing this. Yeah, I've seen some of those streams with like what's his name, Penguin Zero. It's like, how is he even reading these things? Yeah, I don't see this little part that has these little holes in it. That's weird. This guy seems like this isn't my day for building. I am not finding parts. Penguin Zero has like insane following. His is huge. Yeah, yeah. I don't know, like how do you even react to your followers with that many people? And I guess you're only reading super chats, really, because I'm not really ever doing this thinking I'll ever get to that point. I'm not doing this to ever make money at it. Yeah, so this is the little notch that would eventually be her neck that I can't find. That's weird. Oh, there it is. I did finally find it. Yay! Oh, that's what they do. Yeah. I mean, I don't have any money to donate to streamers to get my thing read. Yeah, I'm living off my VA disability compensation. That just takes care of my house and my car and a tiny bit more. There you go. Psy Kitty has a head. And yeah, I'm still in the reserve, so I get a little bit of money every month from the when I do my drill time. So pretty much all my money goes to living expenses and going to do stuff with my little one. Okay, so here's two ears for Psy Kitty. A huge Bulbasaur and Squirtle Charmander build. That'd be fun. Oh, you're looking for a car. If you're in the States, look at Gov Deals, I think is the name of it. Um, so, when cities, counties, and federal, when we're done with vehicles, they auction them off. It's like eBay for vehicles and land and all kinds of stuff. I got when I was active out in Omaha, Nebraska, I got a Crown Vic. Of course, it had a lot of miles on it. It came from a police department, but I got it for like 5 grand, and it lasted me like 8, 9 years. So, all right, Gov Deals, Gov Auctions. That's the name of it. All right, have fun there. Thanks for coming by. Yeah, the Gov Deals, Gov Auctions. They have a lot of really good stuff. Oops, I forgot to put her little thing on here. Yeah, I know a handful of other people that have gone that route for vehicles and stuff. And oh, the last couple of weeks I've been on pretty regularly. So I think that's how I've been able to get some subs. Problem is I'll randomly have to go out and do army stuff and I'll be gone for, a week or two. But, when I get to go to a school, that's pretty good money for me. And I love going to schools. I will anytime I'm offered to go to some kind of training course, I will go there in a second. Even if it's nothing I'll ever do again, it's still fun to learn. Oops, got that backwards. My poor little Crown Vic I got from there, it just recently died, like last year. I was very sad to see it go. Okay, so it's two of these things. Yeah, that Crown Vic lasted a long time. That was a great car. Yeah, and that's the only thing about this is if I got some little training mission or whatever, I'll be gone for a week or two. If I ever get to go to my next leadership course, that's going to be 4 weeks. Yeah. 2 weeks ago, yeah, I think I was working on, is it this guy? I don't remember now. It might have been, yeah, I think it was the ship. And before that, I was building part of the city that's sitting way back there. I'm just, in consistency, you're making sure you do something constantly. Yeah, yeah, and most people don't really learn how to do that till they're in their 30s. When I went to basic training, I was actually 29. So I was there with 19-year-olds. It was like beating my head against the wall because, 19-year-olds, they've never been away from home and trying to learn all this stuff. Drill sergeants are trying to drill into their head. It was an experience. I'm getting yelled at for stuff kids are doing. Yeah, I remember when Lego almost went out of business. I have a thing right here that I got in the 80s. So this was the bottom of a castle from the 80s. And a little girl has turned it into a hotel. It's a neat little thing. Probably never even find something like that on eBay at this point. It's so old. Yeah, it's pretty cool. A little one loves it. And to have something like that you can keep and give to your child, it's just it's a really fun thing. Thank you. Yeah, thanks for coming by. I'm here most weekdays around this time. Yeah, it must have been like the 80s or 90s that I got that thing. More than likely the 90s. Boy. Okay, why isn't this working? This needs to go into here. The leg bone goes to Hi, welcome. I'm trying to put together one of the Evie sisters right now, but this foot doesn't want to work. And part of it just went flying, so I gotta crawl down there. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I'm fortunate that I have that thing still, and yeah, all in all, no, I don't have work right now. I'm kind of fortunate. All right, I almost got these feet together. Where is this one little? There it is. All these things being such a same color, it's kind of hard to see them sometimes. All right, so this piece goes right here. These are her front legs, I'm guessing. See, we have names for all the. Right now, what time is it? It's 17:20 right now, 5:20. I'm on the east coast of the states, and you can see the sun is starting to come in on on my left, on stage right, because my windows face east and west, which kind of does not is not good for my air conditioning. 'Cause here in the south, you cannot live without AC. I don't see how people did it. before air conditioning was a thing. Yeah, 520. Yeah, 1720. You really get so I've been in about 20 years now, so doing military time is just second nature to me. I wish I was in Canada. Doesn't get that hot there. I have some friends that live up there and they talk about the snow and like, man, y'all are lucky. Come down here to the southern United States, live in the never-ending humidity where you can go outside and you feel like you're walking through soup. See, two of these. I really like August, July, August. It is murder outside. Go from your house to your car and you are drenched in sweat. I really wish that was an exaggeration. When I was at yep, Espion, or as we call her, Side Kitty. Yeah, I'm doing all right. How are you? Yeah, this goes here. Maybe. I think I did something wrong. Hmm. Okay, there's her tail. We have names for all the Evie sisters. This is Psy Kitty, Leaf Kitty, and Fire Kitty. Yeah, that's the ones I have built right now. Fire Kitty's missing a foot. I have to find it. See, we love our Eevee sisters. Yeah, according to my little one, Eevee is the most important Pokemon there is. The rest of them barely exist. Oh, I got to find that tree tip blue. That one got some good distance on it. That one all looked like it wanted to try to go upstairs. And over here we also have little Squirtle. A few more minutes. So I have Night Kitty here. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to dig through Mega Block's website some more and see if I can. Yep, Umbreon. see if I can find how to order these missing parts for this Pokemon Center, or see if they're just in my collection of parts back here, stage left. Get this organized a little bit. So I really don't want to put on hold finishing this Pokemon Center. It's uh it's been sitting here in parts for a while, and I'd like to finish it. But whenever you move, things always get lost. It's just a fact. I was like, is it this piece? Yeah, it looks like it's this upside down. Well, I hope you like it here. I try to at least be somewhat interesting. It's so weird when my accent comes through on words like that. I really do like. I mean, the Mega Blocks annoy me sometimes, but I like the way their ears look. The only thing that really annoys me with the Mega Blocks is their instructions just are not as concise as Legos. And of course, now I'm annoyed that their website is not intuitive. I guess just because they're Mattel, because they're such a big company, they have so much more there. But um, I guess if they had a dedicated thing for Mega Blocks, blah, 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 it would be a lot easier. But it all goes through. It looks like their main um, toys page. So it's going to take some digging for me to find how to order these missing parts. And of course, Lego, from last I looked, still isn't shipping um, pick a bricks because of the tariffs. But from the last thing I saw, they're still trying to figure out how to do it cost effective. That'd be kind of interesting. I found a program that you could like take a picture of something and it could figure out how to make it out of Legos. So actually, that makes me think I could. I think what I would like to do. So can't really see this tattoo too well, but it's from a comic book called The Books of Magic, and that's where I get the name Tim Hunter from. So if I could find a good picture of this again from my comics and turn that into Legos, that would be interesting. Tim Hunter is just my favorite comic book character of all time. So I've used that name in a lot of places. This isn't the part I'm looking for. This is not the part you're looking for. Um, yeah, the most complex would be this Mars rover back there. Yeah, this Mars rover took me forever. I wish I would have thought about streaming when I made this because this was like a month. um, it's Has all kinds of weird little things that move. It has a little helicopter. These fans move. Um, there's a couple. There's different arms. These wheels move at um, different ways, like the Mars rover does over rocks. This took me forever and ever, and some of the stickers were so annoying. I was getting angry, but it was really cool. It was a lot of fun. I'm glad I did it, and I would never do it again. There are definitely builds like that where you're like, I'm glad it's done, but I will never try it again. I have the NES upstairs. Yes, it compensates. Yeah, the NES was fun to build. Of course, back here, stage right, you can see the Pac-Man and the gumball machine. The Pac-Man was difficult, and I need to at some point take the guts out of the Pac-Man and redo it because there's something wrong and it's not working completely right. You're supposed to be able to turn the thing and Pac-Man and the ghosts move around, but it keeps getting stuck. So I got to figure out why. And that's going to be a project at some point. If I can't find these missing parts, that might be a project sooner than later. The gumball machine works pretty well, though. I haven't had any issues with it. It every once in a while you got to open up the top and move the gumballs around a little bit because it'll get stuck, but it's nowhere near having the issues that Pac-Man does. And more than likely, like 99%, it was that when I built it, I had gotten hurt at my civilian job, and I had just had ACL surgery. So I'm sure I did something wrong um, in the building just because I was pretty drugged up. I would not recommend ACL surgery to anyone. So yeah, don't get your ACL ripped in half. It is not fun. The recovery of it is not fun at all. There we go, night kitty. I was trying to put your leg together backwards or upside down, I mean. Okay, yeah, that's right. Yeah, but the Mars rover was the most difficult of them just because there were so many small parts and everything is very flip it around, flip it around, flip it around, flip it around. It got frustrating, but definitely worth the money. I think I bought that just before I lost my civilian job, if I remember right. Um, the Pac-Man thing, I want to think that took me just over a month, um, if I remember correctly. That took a while. The guts of it, the yeah, yeah, the so like the guts of the Pac-Man thing is a big sheet and that's where all the moving parts are, and that was very, very finicky to work on, and I'm sure I made some mistakes in there, um, while I was drugged up. Wait, which one goes up front? Okay, this one does. I'm sure just how finicky those little parts were when I was, eh, um, post-surgery is why it's having issues, and that's how Lego can be sometimes, is that there's just so many small things, and you overlook something, do something a little bit wrong, and you might be able to keep going, but there's gonna be an issue. Oh, this is her tail. Yeah, and here is Sweet Night Kitty, and I have some of her feet backwards. Be kinda hard for her to walk with backwards feet. Keep your foot on, Night Kitty. You're gonna want that. It'll make walking a lot easier. Really, Night Kitty and Psy Kitty are probably my favorites of the EVs. And in theory, everyone's thinking they're about to come out with another evolution because it's been a long time since they've done one. So we got three EV or four EV sisters, and one that I need to find her missing foot. Pretty sure that got lost in the move also. I have these built, and I have the whole set right there with the rest of them. Oh, the minifigures. Yeah, I got tons of minifigures. Um, the stores have the little this little box where you can build really as many as you want, but they do three of them for $10, I think, and it's the figure and two accessories, I think. I can't remember right now. And every time we go there, little one has to get another minifigures box. And of course, the gumball machine comes with a whole bunch of minifigures also. So what I've started to do is when little one puts a minifigure off somewhere, I'm taking it apart and putting it in the gumball machine so she'll find it again. Her story for our oh, I'm about to get on the phone in a few minutes. I usually get on around 16:30 on the weekdays, so I'll be on here again tomorrow. Thanks for coming by. So the idea of the our city here, y'all can see the train back there. The Lego figures are born there. They get on the train, come around, and decide where they want to live. Yeah, I'll be on here tomorrow. I might start working on that fixing the Pac-Man machine if I can't find these parts tomorrow. And yeah, I'll clean up my what I was working on here. But yeah, I'm just about to get off and get on the phone with my little one. I'd love a Meg Lav. Um, a Lego set. That'd be interesting. One of the city ones I really wanted to get right now is it's a big train station, I think. It has like 2 stories and a, elevator, and that looks pretty cool, but it's like 120 bucks. Yeah, I'd love to get some stuff like that. It's very annoyed I can't find these pieces for this. Yeah, Bricks, I'll be on tomorrow, 16:30 roundabout. I was, say, working on this Pokemon Center, but I'm missing some parts, so I think I'm going to try to fix my, Pac-Man machine tomorrow. I gotta work on the guts of it. There's something wrong there. I'm not taking that damn thing apart, completely. I'm not masochistic. But, oh, thanks, y'all. It's had, but 6 people on here at once. That's the most I've ever had. But, yeah, let me get on the phone, um, talk to little one for a little while before she goes to bed. But, thanks, y'all, I'll I'll be on here around 16 tomorrow. I've lost my mouse. I have to nice, maybe. Thing is I have my army mouse. This is the mouse from my army computer. Well, see if I can do this. I feel really smart. There we go. Oh, it's so funny. Yep, I'll be on here tomorrow, y'all. Have fun.